shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Las Vegas.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Wait, hot. Max number one.
Double right. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check the backer.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He finds his man complete. It's Shaw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
You. Hey, check.
Throwing is Stafford.
He
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Darnold. It's complete to Fuller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Pick up the ball. 80. My 5. Check. 5's the mic. 5.
Darnold from the gun. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he will take it across for the touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch one. 11. Mike 1.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, Darnold going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm gonna run you over. 59.
Check. Lucky.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Fourteen 0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Got double tight.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Shaw. And they'll wind up
Troy Pride be getting burnt, but his speed so nice though. I don't know how he be getting smoked by these niggas.
That's evidence of why you spend
Like Troy Pride, I don't know.
It certainly is his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from
I don't know why Troy Pride so trash.
But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they...
Look at Troy Pride getting burnt again. Oh my god. This man, Troy Pride, man.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
They'll make no plays.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
Time to get rid of him.
Cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there hustling you quickly to make the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's Fofo. Bring it. Switch.
Here's Darnold. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
I got him.
To the air again, Darnold. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You got tight left, tight left. 4 down, 4 down.
Now Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Let's
Stafford.
make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there for the Raiders. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again is Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Panthers 24, Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's second and a yard.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Watch the safety. Check 3. Here we go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now it's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Gets past one man, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here. Lady. I'm coming. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Carolina.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's got Fuller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 50. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
It's 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right.
Monday.
3 down, 3 down. So Mike's number one. Watch the car.
Play action. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Hey. We got 3. Hey, 22.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
I'm going to come back to you. Shit. Ready. Mike 5.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check. Watch the pass.
Throwing again is Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
He's checking.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away into 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
My gate. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Mike 8. I got one. Hey. Staying open.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
It's our time. Hey, Reds! Check Mike 11. Come on, boy. Come on.
Here's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Shaw. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets the... out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Panthers. 84 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 34, Raiders 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And the Las Vegas first down.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Check tight. 31's the move. Hey.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. I got him.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Being chased out left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
Similar to a shooter in basketball just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Check. Check it.
Darnold now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Darnold.
We got three.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got a both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,